Welcome back to another unboxing video. Today I'm going to be unboxing Once Upon a Book Club's Young Adult Selection for March 2021. Comes in this beautiful green box right here. And if you don't know, Once Upon a Book Club is a monthly subscription where you get sent a new released novel as well as a bunch of bookish gifts that correspond to different pages of the book, essentially bringing the book to life. It is one of my favorite subscriptions, so I can't wait to see what's inside. Let's go. The novel this month is Downworld, and it is by Rebecca Phelps. This is somewhat of like a YA mystery kind of sci-fi novel. It was really intriguing to me based on the hint that Once Upon a Book Club provided. So I'll read the back to you if you're interested in purchasing this novel. Would you destroy another world to save your own? East Township High School sits upon the site of an old military base. For years, students have whispered in the hallways about a series of doors hidden deep within the school. Doors created by the military that lead to multiple timelines and realities. Doors that lead to a place called Downworld. As a new kid in school and still reeling from the unexplained death of her brother, Robbie, Marina O'Connell is only interested in one thing, leaving the past behind. But a chance encounter with handsome Brady Pichelli changes everything. He will lead Marina to a startling discovery. That Downworld is real, and the past, present, and future are all falling out of balance. Brady is determined to help Marina discover what really happened to her brother. However, what is taken from one world must be paid for in another. And Marina is about to discover that even a realm of infinite possibilities has rules that must be obeyed. Now let's get on to the gifts. The first gift is on page 56. Did you find it? I clutched my backpack to my chest, and there it was. Tick, tick, tick. The only egg timer in this kitchen was the one I had brought from school. Found it, I said flatly, inhaling a sharp gulp of air. Excuse me, I'll go do my homework. So when you open it, there is this bag. This part of the bag feels like really soft. It looks like wine cork, which is kind of interesting. And then there's two sort of ties on the back, so you can kind of wear this like a backpack. And then this material feels like pretty thick and like kind of rough, I would say. But let's get into the actual bag here. Inside, there is an actual egg timer, which is cute. It looks like this. And I think you would just twist it. You can hear the kind of clicking in here. But it has numbers all the way up to 55. One way I think I could use this egg timer is through the Pomodoro method. If you don't know what the Pomodoro method is, it is essentially setting aside a certain time, usually 15 minutes up to like an hour or so, where you work straight for that time and then you take a break. So you could set a timer on this egg timer, this really cute thing, and have it go off for like 45 minutes or something. So I think I might try it for that. I'm gonna try and just like set it for a minute and we'll see what it sounds like when it goes off. Okay, so you can hear the clicking. To be honest, the clicking is pretty fast, so it's a little bit like nerve-wracking. It's like a bit faster than a second, I would say. Okay, so apparently it just stops and there's no like ringing. Like you can hear the ringing when you move this, but when the timer stops, the ticking noise just ends. So that was a little anticlimactic, if I'm gonna be honest. So I think this is a cool idea. I do wish there was like a little bit of a noise at the end of the timer, because like once you're in the flow of work, I don't think you're gonna really notice if the ticking stops. Like I think there should just be like a little beep or something to like let you know that you're done. But regardless, I think this is like kind of a different idea for a gift, and it's pretty cool. We'll see if I end up using it. Moving on to the next gift, it is on page 83. Did you have fun with your friends? She asked. She looked so beautiful in the light from under my door. Her hair pulled back and a soft black sweater on. Little blue earrings I hadn't seen her wear in years were dangling from her earlobes, and I think she was even wearing lip gloss. I wondered if she and Dad were having a little date or something. Okay, so as expected, there are some beautiful blue earrings in here. This one is still attached. The other one kind of fell out of the box here, but that is what they look like. They're very beautiful. Unfortunately, I do not have my ears pierced, so I can't use them. I think I've talked about it on my channel before, but I had my ears pierced for a while, but they kept getting infected because my ears are so fat. So I had to end up just letting them close back because yeah, the earrings couldn't really fit through my ears and they wouldn't heal properly. So that is the sad story of why I can't wear earrings. But I can probably give these earrings to somebody who would be able to wear them, and I do think that they're the most beautiful color of blue. So I am happy to re-gift these. The next two gifts are quite a bit further in the novel, so you have to read almost till the end of the book before you get to them, which encourages you to keep reading. I mean, this book was so great, I didn't need encouragement, but it was still great to have like those gifts to look forward to near the end. So the next gift is on page 350. I opened the suitcase and let the top of it fall back. Inside was a small glass jar, like a beaker, narrow at the top and plugged with a cork, wedged into some styrofoam padding that had specifically been cut to fit it. A pink solution sloshed around inside. It had a glow about it, an iridescence. I picked it up and stared at it, and I could see the liquid splash against the glass enclosure as my nervous hands shook. So when you open the box, it looks like this. You can see the styrofoam inside, like described in the passage. Oh, and this is what it looks like. It smells really good. To be honest, I don't know what this is. As you heard from the passage, it just said pink liquid. Like, it smells good, it could be perfume, but it also smells like something you could drink, like maybe it's juice, I don't know. But I wish they would like have a card describing what's in this. To me, it seems like a drink, but like if it's actually perfume, I definitely don't want to be like drinking that. So I'm gonna have to email them about this. The glass jar is really interesting and it honestly smells like delicious. Like, I don't know how to describe the smell. Kind of like, yeah, like fruity, I would say, like kind of like pink lemonade, I guess. Maybe that's why I'm thinking it's like a drink. I think it would be a little odd if they put like pink lemonade in a jar for us to drink, but who knows? I might have to comment down below later what this actually is, because right now I don't know. And if any of you have any idea what this possibly could be, please also let me know down in the comments. The last gift is on page 338. I was alone in the science lab, but I knew it was only a matter of moments before they got the door open. So I spun and ran into the tent and down the spiral staircase. This was it. If this didn't work, there was no plan B. I took one of the coins Kieran handed me out of my pocket, walked up to the door of yesterday and slid it into the opening that I had thought was a peephole. At first, nothing happened, and I was crushed by the feeling that I had been wrong. Okay, so as expected, there is a coin. There is nothing on this coin. It is just like a completely flattened penny with not even like a ridge or anything to it. So yeah, that ties into the story really well. I don't know what I'll do with this because like it doesn't even have like a cool like decoration. It's literally just a flattened penny with like no ridges, nothing. So it's kind of odd, not gonna lie. Overall, I thought the gifts this month were subpar. It's so disappointing because last month the gifts were so good. If you watch my last video, I'll link it up here. But the gifts this month are just quite disappointing. I mean, the egg timer is a cool idea, but like I said earlier, there's no like noise indicating it's done. The bag was different. Like I didn't expect this. This is probably like my favorite / most useful gift. It didn't relate to anything in the story, but like it's always nice to have like another bag and it's kind of different looking. But then there's the coin and this pink lemonade perfume stuff, which I have no idea what it's for. Maybe my mind will be changed when I know how to use this and what this is. But for now, I would say that I really didn't like the gifts that much. That being said, I did enjoy the novel. It was one of the better ones I think that Once Upon a Book Club has selected, especially within the YA category. It read really nicely and I like thriller kind of mystery type novels. And this one was a little bit different than the typical novels that I've read. So that's a plus. So I think in the end it's worth it just for the novel. As well as, you know, they give you a little bookmark, which you can always reuse, and a card that says a quote from the book. It says, "You are my warrior," here. As well as there is a note from the author, which I didn't see until now. So I'm going to read this note from the author and see what she has to say about her book. Dear reader, thank you so much for reading my first novel, Downworld. Oh my God, so this is a debut novel, which is crazy because I thought this was a really good novel. It seemed like she'd written many before. So congrats, you wrote a great novel. This book started with a vision of 3 doors emanating a purple light. The doors were labeled yesterday, today, tomorrow. And beyond the doors, what? A promise of something, obviously. Something taboo, but something you can't live without. It wasn't long before the story settled where my stories always do. On childhood, on my brother, on the year he disappeared from my life. Adam was a depressed teenager locked in his room sleeping all day. They sent him across the country to a school that would save him. A school so far away that when I closed my eyes to picture it, all I saw was empty space where he used to be. These pieces of my life worked their way into my book, and I ended up with a coming-of-age novel with a sci-fi twist. Marina, my main character, is turning 16 when we meet her, still grieving the loss of her brother who was hit by a train 3 years before. But when she follows her crush Brady into the school's boiler room, well, there are doors, and beyond them, her brother, alive, waiting for her to save him. Downworld ended up being so many things for me, and the thousands of young people who have read it online who have reached out to me over the past year. I've had readers tell me they lost a sibling. They've told me about their first crushes and how they were supposed to be studying for an exam but stayed up all night to read my book instead. Mostly they'll tell me which of the 2 love interests they were rooting for, which always makes me smile. For me, Downworld was a way to find peace with the past. I had no way of knowing it when I wrote it, that it would also be the door to my future. I hope you enjoyed taking this journey with Marina, and thank you again for reading it. Sincerely, Rebecca Phelps. I was not expecting such a beautiful note from the author. I had no idea that like she'd experienced something similar with her brother. So that just makes the book all the more meaningful, and it's so brave of her to share her story in a novel as well as her personal story with us. So I think that's a really cool addition. It almost makes up for the whole box. I don't know if it fully makes up for the whole box, but it is really nice. Of course, every month there is also now a book guide that comes here, and there is a conversation with Rebecca Phelps here, which I think will be interesting to read after reading her personalized note to us, as well as some discussion questions, and then a little activity on the back. And this one says postcard to your future self. So I guess you write down some sort of thing to your future self. To be honest, I don't usually like do any of the activities on the back. Like, they're a cool idea, I guess, but I just never end up really using these book guides. I'm not sure why. So they could be useful for some readers, but they're not like the greatest asset for me. In short, I loved the book. I think the note from the author was really sweet, but the gifts did not meet the mark this month, in my opinion. Please let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this box and what you thought of the synopsis of this book. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It really means the world to me, and it will help me continue making unboxing videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!